Hello there. What is going on, everybody? Today we're going to be doing a list and talking a little bit about the B2 Super Battle Droids for Star Wars Legion. So to facilitate me in this video, I'm going to be using Tabletop Admiral's Builder to do a build kind of talking about the Super Battle Droids, how many you might need, how many could work really well in a build, and, kind of just a rough look at it, because I think this is all kind of speculative in nature because, well, maybe some people have play tested them already because we pretty much, know everything that we can expect to see. I also kind of like the idea of kind of holding off until they actually come out before I personally play test them a whole lot. I can theory craft a little bit, but I don't try to proxy them and play test early because you can look at the card and kind of get a pretty good idea of what you can expect. So with that being said, also there is still time to enter to win one of the 12 Days of Life Day giveaway. I'm actually going to be announcing one of them right here on this particular video. So if you're interested in winning awesome prizes, this is, all you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. I'm also, at the end of the video, I'm going to be giving away some Legion stuff, some cool Legion promos. It's actually going to be a Krennic Gen Con promo, upside down, there he is, Krennic, with his full set of command cards, all Gen Con 2019 promos, very cool stuff. So, if you're interested in getting cool prizes like these, I'm giving them away all throughout the month of December. I've been giving them away all month long, usually at the end of my videos, sometimes on social media like Twitter and or Facebook, and there's links for all that stuff in the description below. And also, anything that does not get claimed will begin rolling over into extra Patreon giveaways in January. So if you're interested in some of this stuff and you don't happen to be the one that wins it, there may still be a chance because, hey, I don't sit on this stuff forever. I try to roll it up into more giveaways, and so that's a great way for me to give back to you guys, and also a great way to thank the patrons for your continued support. So let's go ahead and look at the B2 Super Battle Droids. Also, I will be putting a list in the description below, so you can check out Tabletop Admiral and definitely check them out. They're a really great list builder and they're a lot of fun. So we've got this B2 Super Battle Droid here. It's the new core that's coming. This one isn't coming until, I believe, February, so it's going to be a little bit, but we're still going to get a whole lot of stuff in January. So, Legion's going to be really, really big first quarter of 2020, and we're starting to see new unit announcements now, so hopefully there's a bright, future of release information that was going to hit us. We also know that they're kind of trying to shorten the window between when they initially announce something and when we finally get it. So hopefully the next kind of wave of things that gets announced is, not, we'll get this in 6 months. It's hopefully it'll be like we get this in 3 months. But to hold us over for all that stuff, we've got these cool B2 Super Battle Droids coming. Now, if you use Tabletop Admiral, you do want to select the Show Unreleased Units/Upgrades at the top. If you deselect that, you're only going to have what's available now. And this is just important if you want to go ahead and theory craft. A lot of times the images that they're going to have here are a little bit, skewed or so because maybe we have only gotten partial images from previews and we don't have that full final article yet with the high res image. So they're using like the best they've got right now. For the B2 Super Battle Droids, they're going to have AI attack. They're going to be 48 points, so they're going to be a little bit on the expensive side. And they're going to have Armor 1, which is really, really cool for a core unit to have. Armor 1, it's just going to cancel one hit, but of course, there's a detriment to having armor value of only 1 is that it does, allow impact to trigger. So if you're hiding behind cover and things like, there's all kinds of weird little things that are going to be like, oh, impact does actually trigger even if it only have armor 1. So just remember to, trigger impact if somebody's attacking you. Now, AI attack is, I don't think, going to be as big of a deal for these particular guys because of the fact that they only have range of 2. They have the black die for unarmed, and then they have those arm cannons for a range 1 to 2, which is a black and a white die. So 2 dice per mini, which is really, really strong, but they kind of make up for that by only having 3 minis in the unit. So you're not getting a full 4 mini unit, although granted, if you upgrade them with extra people, you can actually have more folks in your particular unit. So they're 48 points. Now, they also have 2 health per mini also, which is kind of unheard of when you look at core, also considering armor on core. So they're breaking all kinds of rules. And you also have 2 courage. for the core. Now, also the Phase 2 clone troopers are going to have 2 courage as well, but considering that you're getting just so much here, you're getting, a speed 2 unit, which is respectable. They're they've got the short range, but they've got armor and extra health. They're going to be hard to kill for only 48 points. Now, that's a lot more than the droids normally do because the B1s are only 36 points, but 48 points is not half bad. Now, their extra personnel is going to be 16 points, so you're spending an awful lot of points for that 1 extra miniature. That's going to be 2 extra dice and also 2 extra hit points, so you kind of, from a certain point of view, it's nice. You're getting that much more, but that does, now to get 4 units that point, that raises it up to 64 points, which is pretty nasty. Now, the heavy weapons, the only one they have in here right now is the ACM Trooper, but they did, kind of talk about another one. I don't think we have the full image for their other one. I think that one is range 3, but I'm not 100% sure. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and do kind of a build. I'll use the B2 ACM Trooper for this particular build because of the fact that it's 3 red dice and factors very, very well into this unit. It's a really nice heavy, considering this is a unit that kind of wants to get up close and personal anyway. And now to do this like with 5 minis in this unit, which is a 10 health core unit, that's going to cost you 87 points. So now we're getting very, very expensive. They don't have access to gear. They don't have access to grenades. They do have access to comm, although comm might not be quite as crucial here. Like, what comm options are we going to get? We got comm jammer. That one's okay. Again, they do want to kind of get up close and personal, so comm jammer might be an option. Long range comm link, I can maybe see that being a thing too, depending on which type of commander you're playing. Right now, the Separatists have commanders that do kind of also want to be in close range with their melee focused. So as of right now, I don't see this one being an option, but as we begin to get like maybe long range commanders, this could be more of an option. HQ uplink is always good, but I don't think it's quite as good on these guys. They're not as reliant upon having the order. Comms relay, there's not a whole lot of synergy that really goes along with this one, so it's not crucial. I could see maybe if you have a couple of B1s and you're chaining stuff, I could see comms relay being a thing. And then integrated comms antenna, it's okay. I'm not super crazy about this one, to be honest with you. I feel like this one is a little bit better for B1s, and if you're trying to get that whole chain of B1s going on. So, I could see running them without comms, but I kind of don't mind comm jammer on them. I kind of don't mind comm jammer if I was going to do one. But at a certain point, if you look at, like, if we wanted to run 6 of these, if you wanted to just, like, max them out. Now, of course, you're not able to get, like, financially, you're going to have to buy 6 expansions, and that's going to become expensive. If you wanted to just get 6 of those, that's going to fill you up to 522 points. And considering your commanders are pretty expensive already, even if you go with just Grievous, that's 697. And, at this point, you're already full on all the core that you can use. So the only real thing you can add at this point is a Droideka. That pretty much maxes you out, and then you've got no room for command points or Droidekas. So I really don't think this is the right time to even consider going with something like 6 Super Battle Droids. For a number of reasons. For one, you're going to be limited on actions. This is 8 activations, so you're really going to be limited on how much you can do. And then you're not really upgrading. Like, Grievous wants a couple of upgrades, and your Droidekas can get away with not having a whole lot of upgrades, but I think Grievous really does, and so does Dooku for that matter. So if you run Dooku, it's going to be even worse. You're not going to be able to put anything else in this list, and then you're going to have, so it doesn't fit right now to run 6 of these Super Battle Droids. And not only that, but you'll be really restricted on your range. Right now, there aren't a whole lot of long-range options for the Separatists, so I think you really need to have some Droidekas or some B1 Battle Droids also, that are able to be given orders, and not have to just shoot, that maybe you can aim and shoot because you do have a couple of range 3 shots. You don't want to be completely useless at range 3. And if you're running like Dooku and 6 Super Battle Droids, you'd probably be useless at range 3. You don't want to be that way, especially with some of the Republic options that can be very threatening at even range 4. And some of the Rex stuff is really deadly at range 3 even. So you don't want to do that. So I don't suggest going with 6 of these, at least not right now. Maybe someday in the future, if we get some cheaper long-range stuff or some things that can enhance range, possibly. It might be fun. Or if we start doing some more indoor type scenarios, I could see them being really, really deadly indoors. But for right now, I'm going to say, you know what? I'm just going to go with just 2. I'm going to run 2 Super Battle Droids, and I'll fill out the rest of the list with a little bit of stuff that's going to give me some more options and give me some more range, and hopefully, hopefully a respectable activation count. But I want to have a little bit of versatility in what I'm going to do here. So for my commander, I'm going to go with General Grievous. Even though Dooku is, the new stuff, I'm going to go with General Grievous. He's a little cheaper because, hey, the B2 Super Battle Droids are expensive right now, and so I definitely see some advantage in going with Grievous here. For Grievous, I am going to give him aggressive tactics. In case I am not able to really do my, in case I'm not able to get orders to all of the B2 Super Battle Droids, I may not be able to aim with them. I definitely want them to try and get surge tokens if they can. So aggressive tactics is going to be a good way to give surge tokens. And another reason to have Grievous is that he's got some command cards that are going to give lots of surge tokens. And these guys can roll so many dice, especially like what are there? I'm rolling 10 dice or maybe 11 dice right here. Without rerolls, but I have a pretty good chance of getting surges, especially on all those red dice I'm going to be rolling. The surge is going to be really, really, really useful here, especially if I'm not able to aim. So I kind of like that. I also see these guys as having the option to maybe aim and then stand by. I think that's something you might want to consider with these guys, especially in certain scenarios where you're, in close quarters. And so I think, surge is going to be really valuable for that as well. They're not going to have much for defense, though. They're certainly not. So you definitely want to be attacking with these guys, and there we go. All right, so a lot of dice. We're hoping that the surges will help make up for the lack of aims because we're, again, short range. We're going to have to probably move and shoot a lot of the time. What else are we going to add? So I do want a couple of Droidekas. I'm actually going to throw 2 Droideka units in here. Droidekas are going to give us range 3. They're going to give us a lot of versatility. They're going to give us a lot of mobility and a little bit of survivability. So a lot of ilities, right? Versatility, mobility, survivability, and droidakility. Oh, droidakility! That's a new hashtag, droidakility. I love it. All right, so I'm adding just 2 Droideka units, not putting any upgrades on the Droidekas right now, but I like that they're so mobile. You never know when you're going to have to really traverse the battlefield quickly, but they are a ground vehicle, so they're not going to be able to interact with a whole lot of objectives, but they can get where you need to be if you're running, and again, we got new objectives coming out too, so these may be very, very useful. There's hopefully more vehicle-based objectives. I know that's one of the things I used to campaign a lot for. I know that's a lot of things people used to campaign for, more vehicle-based objectives, and so 2 Droidekas I think will be fun for that. And then if you've taken my advice and bought 2 core sets, which is a very cost-effective way to get started, hopefully you'll have those 2 Droideka units good to go. Now to fill out our list, again, we don't have a whole lot of options here. We're not going to go with a battle tank. Of course, we've only got 2 core units. We have to have another one. So we're going to go fill out the rest of the list with the B1 Battle Droids. And the B1 Battle Droids are going to just be, the meat and potatoes, the filler and the guts of this unit, of this build that's going to give us a lot of our range 3 capabilities, as well as have a good amount of hit points because there's 6 guys in each unit, double the amount of the Super Battle Droids, and give you a lot of options to be able to pick up objectives, to claim objectives, and things like that. So we've got our B1 Battle Droids. We're going to put, I'm going to go with I think the E5C B1 Trooper. That's kind of one of my favorites, I think, to put here. For one, it's cheap. And for 2, it's, you have a pretty good chance of, even if you don't get to do anything else, if you get stuck with AI attack and you just have to shoot, you're getting 3 black dice at least. So that's pretty good. So I like that one. We're not going to add the extra personnel, though. I'm trying to save points so I can go back up to Grievous and add a couple more upgrades for him. So I'm not going to add the extra mini. It's less crucial in this case because these guys are here for reasons other than just shooting. They're also here to grab objectives and stuff. But and 7 minis is good at this point. I'm happy with 7 minis. I am going to make a couple of these though. We're going to add 1. We'll double them. I think we'll go up to 4 of those. That'll give us 6 core, but I'll take 1 of them and add electro binoculars. So I'll have 1 special one that can, add us, give us some extra aims if we need to. Give us just a little bit of fun stuff there. So we got the electro binoculars on there, and then that leaves enough points to go back up to Grievous and kind of fill him out. First off, I think you always want the DT-57 Annihilator pistol. I really, really like having that because it's quite versatile, literally and figuratively. But I also have training options here, and in this one, I'm going to go with Tenacity. I really like Tenacity. You're likely to get shot as you're moving in, and adding red dice is going to be great, especially if you're playing certain command cards that are going to let you have multiple attacks. It takes a 4 dice attack into a 5 dice attack. It's going to be really, really good, especially if you don't have any aims, or if you're just having to rely on straight dice. I really like that one. Alternatively, I think Hunter is a good option in this particular build, though I didn't leave myself enough points for Hunter, but I am definitely going with Tenacity. I'm pretty comfortable with Tenacity. Again, now that's not going to work for both lightsabers if you use Arsenal 2 on the same target for a normal attack, but it's going to work pretty well with like if you split your fire, right? If you do an Annihilator and you shoot out while you're also stabbing in or something like that. So like there's a lot of fun stuff that you can do here. All right, so that is 799 points, and I think, for command cards, I think it's pretty clear. We're going to use all of Grievous's command cards and all of the basic. We're going to go ambush, we're going to go push, and we're going to go assault. And this is just, we don't really have a choice at this point, and until we start getting more cards. But in this case, Trained Engineer Jedi Arts, this is going to give you, at the end of your activation. So this is where one of those cards where you're really going to be able to take advantage of Tenacity, because you can attack somebody, then move away, and then also, by the way, if maybe you're going to maybe you'll end up fighting a whole bunch more people. Maybe you'll find yourself in melee again. Maybe you might even find yourself in melee with multiple people. It's always possible. Probably not. But it's if they want you dead bad enough, and this one gives you that dodge right away, also to trigger block. Always a fun one. So of course we're going to put that in there. Of course we're going to put Supreme Commander in there, giving other people Guardian 2, and then of course crush them. This is going to give it a lot of surge, and this is one that will actually help the B2 Super Battle Droids. So the idea here is we went from kind of like an early Clone Wars separatist type of build of everybody's range 3 except for General Grievous, to now we have some close range, serious heavy hitters with our Super Battle Droids, and of course the B2 Super Battle Droid Extra and the B2 ACM Trooper. We're rolling a lot of dice if we can get into range 2, and even if we can't, we've got lots of Super Battle Droids, or regular Battle Droids, and Droidekas, and this gives us 9 activations, which is not half bad. It's pretty respectable. Normally, I think separatists would expect to go a little higher than that because the B1s are so cheap, but these Super Battle Droids kind of balance things out a little bit and give you some real heavy hitters that should have some survivability, and also can make good battlefield commanders if you do happen to lose Grievous. With their Courage 2, they're going to help keep other droids from panicking, hopefully. Again, with droids, you're not going to, suppression's going to work a little differently on you, but you do have to worry about it from the point of panicking. So that is the list. I will put a link to this in the description below. Hopefully you guys like it. Give me some feedback. I'd love to hear your thoughts. We also have some, a giveaway winner to announce, don't we? All right, so let me grab these cards. And and again, all you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment. So for this one, it's going to go to Sentinel78. You have just won Krennic and all 3 of his. Here, let's. Oh, I got them upside down. Here we go. Voracious Ambition, Annihilation Looms, and Deploy the Garrison. There we go. And these are from what, Gen Con 2019. They've got the little 19 symbol on them right there. And then the Krennic is double-sided, although it's not a spot gloss. It's not the plastic. It's just double-sided. But those are real nice. So if you like Empire, you have a whole play set of some bling to go along with it. And of course, if you're not an Imperial player, then you can give it to somebody else, or whatever. But congratulations, and I want to all you have to do is just shoot me an email, mailcrabbok@gmail.com. You can find that on the about page of my YouTube channel or on crabbok.com. You can find the contact me information there. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. I want to thank you all so much for watching. A big thanks to my patrons as well. You guys are amazing. Thanks to Tabletop Admiral for having a fantastic website, and check them out. Hopefully they keep updating that thing and we keep using it because it's great stuff. All right, guys, that's all I've got for you today. I want to thank you all so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.